Peeps. Jenny Clouston here with my normal little thing that I'm doing, to keep me happy. I still got a few more things to do on this. There's a few more blank pages, but I'll leave that for another day when I'm in the mood. I am keeping all my backgrounds a beautiful old repurposed linen, only because I kind of maybe know what I'm doing, what I'm going to do with this little daily stitching thing. So yeah, I'll begin. I am going to draw because maybe I am doing a twisted chain, for example, so you might need to follow me I'm sure all of you by now know how to do a twisted chain, but I will just simply do one. I'll draw a line. Now yeah, twisted chain. It doesn't really matter because there's quite a long green one here, so I'll start with her. Yeah. Once again, as you know, I do quite a few of my stitches upside down, and most definitely twisted chain I do. So look, I don't really know what happened, but I was chatting to you away furiously, and next minute my camera had turned off, so I didn't do the twisted chain for you. There's no video of that, but I have done it previously, so you will be able to see how it's done. There's a lot of that horrible blue marking pen on there. I'm just simply going to try and get rid of it quickly. Dab, dab, dab. I don't know. As you can see, peeps, I even used my least favorite thread in the whole wide world. What is that called? Stranded cotton, because I needed some, and I'm working with aughts, so that's basically how it happened, that it's on there. Now I am once again just pleasing myself here. Oh, that sounded a bit rude, but anyway. Whew. So what I'm going to do is just pull out of this little thing anything that tickles my pickle, and we can go ahead and do this. I can't get the bottom of this done because I don't want the silk ribbon to be squashed by my hoop, so I'll go back to that later. I don't know what to do here, so let's just do. This is a beautiful long aught. I wonder why I didn't use this in something, and it should be pressed, as you know. It should really be pressed, but it's a bit blustery today. You just, when my camera was switched off, the kookaburras just did their thing. Oh, it was so good. So good. I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer so I can get closer to my work. Now I am going through wetness here, but that's okay too. And as I said, if this ribbon was beautifully pressed, I would be so happy with it, but it's not, but that's okay. I don't know if any of you like to exercise. I love to exercise, but I don't actually go to a gym. For me, exercising is, I don't know, I want to sew. I love sewing, so I want to stitch, be able to stitch forever. And what that means is that I need to look after my body. Obviously, you're stitching, you sort of sit in as quite sedentary. And then when I teach, it's also, I'm not exercising that much, it's not mobile. I mean, I do get around the class, however, I'm digressing. And it's very important for me that I stay strong, and my posture, I work very hard on my posture. And also I want to be able to have fun with my grandchildren. So I love to swim and walk and cycle and everything else, but I also do exercises that I follow a guy on YouTube, so that I don't watch a lot of YouTube, but there is one person that I watch a lot. These are bullion lazy daisies, and I have done them with a 7mm silk ribbon. So if you'd like to find them in my book or anywhere, that's what they're called. They're called bullion lazy daisies. Anyway, so I was talking about exercises and why I like to exercise and why it's important to me as a stitcher and as a grandmother. That, as you know, I'm called Hoot Hoot. And anyway, his name is Kellen Milat. He's on YouTube. And the exercises that he does they're called primal movements. So you don't need any equipment or any weights or anything. And they simply are exercises that we are supposed to carry on doing as we age to keep mobile. And the wind just took that thread away. Try and see if you can find him, and if you like exercising, give it a go and tell me what you think. I really should have tried to find another different color for that, don't you think? It's all very bland here, but it doesn't really matter. All right. What else can I find here? That's too small. Just bump the camera. That's okay. There's not a lot of this ribbon left, is there? Let's just lob her off. Yes, I saw a beautiful pink there. So I seem to be going all lazy daisy on this, aren't I? That's okay. That's okay. I really am so thankful that I have stitching in my life. It really is something that gives me a lot of joy. And I had a grandmother. For those of you who have got my first book, Foolproof Crazy Quilting, you'll know that my grandmother was pivotal in, well, I loved her. She taught me how to sew and knit and everything. She was amazing. But what she also really taught me is to create for the sheer enjoyment of it, not for how it looks, but rather how it makes me feel. And I wish I could tell her that. I wish I could say to her, you know, thanks, Gran. You taught me to love, just to work with my hands and to not worry about the outcome. Don't worry about the outcome. Just enjoy the process. And I was watching a little videotape of my grandson. He plays footy, or I don't know, rugby or league, what it's called here. And I noticed that he's a very good little player, but what I so enjoyed about him is the fact that no matter what happens on the field, if he's scored a try or made a tackle or anything, it doesn't matter to him. He doesn't react to it. So if he gets tackled or if he makes a tackle, it's immaterial. He just, oh my gosh, he loves it, loves it, loves it, loves it. And I was watching the swimming last night, and the Australian swimmer Ariana Titmus, I mean, she won in a glorious fashion, but what I so enjoyed about her was that she literally, you could see she still enjoys the swimming, you know. So it's not a hardship for her. She loves the swimming, and I think that's so important. I'm waffling here beautifully. So you want to know where I'm heading off here? I don't really know, but I will just do something there and maybe something up there. Anyway, getting back to my grandmother. Yeah, I'm so thankful because I am able to stitch and enjoy for no other persons. Yeah, just for me. Getting a bit windy. All my threads are going to blow away because you know how I keep them all sort of lumped in something. Woohoo! Goeie genade, meisie mens. You better put everything back in there, otherwise you're going to lose. You're going to have all these orts blowing around in the garden. Somebody asked me why I only stitch for 15 minutes. There's a reason why I do that, actually, is that I can sit here for hours doing it, but then it loses I don't know why I do. I try and figure that out. And also there's other things I want to do, so this is just a warm-up for me and an expression of something. So on that given day, you know, I'm happy with that. It's going somewhere. I'm still using all these old jars and everything else. So I think I'm going to call it quits for now. And I'm going to go and have some tea. I made quite a nice kind of slice, what they call in Australia. Now, before I go, a few weeks ago I posted on my Facebook page a basket of my English paper piecing, and in that basket I had my little needle case. And a few of you asked me if I had a pattern for it, and yes I do. And initially I wasn't going to share it because it just makes it so difficult, because the website is obviously still being fixed up and whatever after being dormant for so many years. And so I do have the pattern, and my needle case is actually very small. And the reason why my needle case is small is that, as you know, I only use 3 needles at a time, and 2 types of needles. So it's a little reversible one. It's made up in felt, and the inside looks like this. So it's quite simple inside, a little bit of felt. There's a little thingy there for my Nemo beading thread, a pocket to keep my extra needles, and that will take care of, also hold a pair of scissors. Okay, now because the website isn't up, you're still going to do what you normally have to do. You've got to email my husband at vaughan59@bigpond.net.au, and he will once again send you a PayPal invoice. You pay and you'll get your PDF pattern straight away. One other thing is that I do have kits available, but because we don't have a website, it's very difficult to decide, what color I have. This yellow is no longer. I don't have any more of that, but I have pink backgrounds and grey backgrounds and all sorts of things. So if you would like a kit, you can just tell my husband that you want a kit. There's not a lot of ribbons in here, but I will put the colors together, and I will stabilize it for you and everything, so that when you get it, you can start going straight away. So once again, if you don't mind, I know it's a hassle, but if you do want the pattern, for those of you who did, you can just email me on vaughan59@bigpond.net.au. That's the pattern, and thank you so much for your time. I'm going to go inside now and enjoy the rest of my Sunday, and I hope you have had a good Sunday too. Thanks. Bye for now.